points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Where is the weak points? Right here in the middle?
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Alright. Sounds like a plan. We need to search our weak point on that one.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt further infection. Proceed. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
What? Alright.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
Can't shoot that.
Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Repeatedly fire to push the glowing part into a clump.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Yeah, that's it.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
No, that's it. No. What did I do? Okay.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection. Proceed. There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
Out of the way! You can't do this to them!
Die, virus.
I can't
Please,
step away
please.
from the gas!
This is insane. We need the gas. You can't just destroy them for asking for us.
Time's up! Throw her in with the others.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
The good people. Nowhere to. Everyone get the fuck out of my way. The virus killing machine.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
I can't hit that. Yeah. Can't hit you.
You must
That's not
search
the
for a
right one.
vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it
I
will
didn't-
slow the infection's ability to
I
replicate.
didn't say that. The word. That's the right one.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection.
Yeah, I
Target
know.
this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
That's not it either. Moving on.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Definitely ammo type fish.
Data found. This data comes from a period during which the creators declared martial law.
I repeat, release the rogue gas units and come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this
It regenerates.
It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This
Ugh.
conflict exceeds Creator's safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnels. Oh!
Dead.
Creator Megara, what is your plan? Creator Megara,
He's dead.
as time passed, the Creator's forces, martial law and Rannoch, were ultimately outnumbered.
Now let's see, buddy. Okay. Look, we're already over here. Okay.
Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The Outro is down. Do not engage the gas. I repeat, avoid contact.
Gas pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
The mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is time-stamped 290 years ago. It is the Creator Exodus at the end of the Morning War. We had secured freedom. The Creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait. The Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go?
Of course, 'cause Geth are good people.
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our Creators We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion, that's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes,
You've been thinking about when we met?
it was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning
'Cause-
War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth, and perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining prisoners established. We are ready to transport you.
Go on. Where are we off to next?
Something's happening to the Geth.
We're just catching out.
The fighter squadrons have stopped, but it takes no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Exit point. Level 50. Reach level 15 in multiplayer, level 15 in single player. Well,
Route
Oh,
access
sorry.
acquired, severing all connections to this communication node.
what's the level cap?
Geth
50,
no longer
60,
reside on this
80, 100.
server. We may now exit the
million.
consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the exit port. Disconnect from the
I'm here.
terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Shepard, you all right?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join
Hell
us.
yeah.
Even our machines will never be so rational.
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
If
welcome to
if all
sign on.
Reapers, if all
Reapers will put up a
Geth
tough
think
fight.
alike,
We are
Didn't
aware
we-
Geth are capable of calculating odds of victory over the
didn't
old
we
machines.
get rid of all the rogue
What are
Geth
the odds?
in Mass Effect 2 when
Greater
we
than they were before.
put that
Remind
thing
me to
in the
warn Admiral
thing
Hackett he's got some
and
crimes coming.
reprogrammed them?
Let's get back to the Normandy.
Those things are huge. Boom! Let's see. What units we got? Wow, that means 5,000.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth
Thank you.
squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something
What?
else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work
We'll
with you?
program them.
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact
No,
me.
fuck you.
Zen out.
Damn space racist.
Commander